we spoke to Sam about his early days in Tipperary town, joining his first Cayley band and touring America with Just Three in the 1970s. Well, of course, you're renowned for your sense of humour, and at times you do need that because you've been through a lot of health issues over the last number of years, Sam.
Indeed I have, Michael. Part of life. I suppose one that comes to mind is the prostate cancer. It's very
common nowadays.
Common, the word I was looking for. It's very common, but I was down in the Whitfield Clinic in Waterford, just outside Waterford City, and God, we had some crack down there in the morning times. I can tell you that it was more like a cinema of laughter rather than a place where people were going for radium treatment. But we had to go every day, Michael, for 6 weeks to get 10 minutes or 5 minutes, whichever it was, of radium, which was a great success and a great place to go. But stories would be told in the morning time. And I remember one man used to come from Kilkenny, I forget his name now, and he'd come down he'd be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I remember Dale Hacking saying to him, we called him Johnny, he said, Johnny, how come you're here? You're not in till 9:30 or 10 o'clock or 10:30. I said, the crack is mighty, the stories are mighty, he said, and we just come in for the crack and the laughter, and that went on every morning.
And you were at the heart of that, I'm sure.
I had a few little things to add to it, as the boys were saying. But we had good fun, you know. And that's a great help. Laughter, and you can be lucky. It seemed to have worked for every one of us. Because now and then we'd get together and have a chat on the phone, and everyone seems to be fine that was in that particular room at that time.
Yeah.
I've told an awful lot of people from on radio stations that I might be getting an interview, and someone had been interviewed. I'd always bring up the prostate and say, look, there's men down there and they're not going to go to the nurse and they're not going to let the nurse. Go, have it checked out. It's just a matter of form. And it's very successful now, this treatment. It's great. Some fellas don't get all the look. There's probably people who say, look, we didn't have the look, but usually it's good.
You have a very positive attitude about health issues, Sam.
You have to have it, Michael. You have to leave things behind and go on and keep going. And when you're better, forget it. It's like you'd mentioned this thing, and I would hardly remember it. I'd leave it be.
And do you think the fact that you need to be out there, there's that urge in you as an entertainer to get back on the road, that gives you a huge impetus to get well?
It does, yeah, because you're getting cards and letters all the time. When you're back, wish you well. Mass cards, loads of them. Boxes of them.
Are they important?
Oh yeah, people are thinking about you.
Yeah.
And they're saying, was your operation at 11 o'clock? We were praying for you. Very important. Very important.
So you think that if there are people out there who are going through some kind of treatment, and just tell people, get those cards, send those messages.
Oh, very important, yeah. We're thinking about you today, or something like that. Mm-hmm. Very important, Michael. I don't remember getting any card from you, though.
I just wrote nice stories about you.
That'll do, Michael, that'll do.
And Sam, can you remember the first gig you played after going back from the prostate treatment?
Indeed I can. I remember it well. It was down the Hazel Tree in Mallow.
Yeah, been there.
You know the Hazel Tree. And I think there was about 600 people there. I remember George telling me, he said, there was about 600 people here tonight. All my friends and people I didn't know. But they came in droves to welcome us back. And Peter Burke was playing the music, and PJ Murray, and everyone giving all handouts, Dermot Lyons, they were all in for, come on, get behind Sam and give him an old boost up. And we had a great whole night.
Was it an emotional night for you?
And it was very emotional. I like to think that people, when they look at you, they say, we didn't think you'd be back. We thought you were in real trouble, but it was great. No, I'm not in real trouble. Look at me, I'm here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's it. But I was back, and I'm still back.
Yeah. And over the years you've recorded a few albums as well.
I have.
And videos.
I have a couple of nice videos, Michael, yeah. Mayo song in it even. Lady of Knock. And we went up to Knock to record that and got permission from the Knock committee to walk around a bit. It's a lovely song written by Dana.
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Our own Dana.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a couple of CDs as well, 2 or 3, and Mackinac, we have the CDs from Mackinac. So we have a lot of songs out there, Michael, and hopefully people enjoy them. And I do them at the gigs then, and they buy a CD or whatever.
Indeed. And of course, so over the years as well, you have also been honoured with various awards. In more recent times, you had Tipperary Council.
Yeah, Tipperary.
Your contribution to music and to the county. Tipperary
Town Council gave me the honour of inviting me to their the council buildings gave me the mayoral reception. The mayor would go for this and say, look, you're getting the mayor's reception. And I said, why me? And they said, why not? No, why not? Like, you're 55 years on the road.
It's a lovely honour, isn't it?
Shakers, I was delighted. Absolutely. And all my friends came in. Yeah. I just stood there and said, Shakers, God, this is great.
And of course, Sam, back in March in Athlone, the Hudson Bay Hotel, I was delighted to present the Hall of Fame to you on behalf of the Farmers Journal and Irish Country Sound.
That was a great night, Michael. And again, I could say, why me? But sure, as you said yourself, why not?
Why not?
It was a great night, and I was honoured to accept that from the Farmers Journal. I was honoured that they would say, give it to that guy down in Bansha. You know, he's a long time out there on the road. He's poking that ball up and down the street for years with that melodeon tied onto his back. And thanks, Michael.
Well, you got a huge reception from the crowd that night, as you always do, Sam, in concerts. Would you like to be doing more concerts, perhaps, at this stage?
I would. I have so many stories to tell, Michael. You know, I'd want the night here, sitting down talking to you. And they'd be nice and clean too. There'd be no smut in them. And a few tunes in the box, a few concerts would be nice. But then again, who knows what's down the road? Maybe I will.
This business has been very good to you, Sam, and you've been good to the business as well. Looking back, how does it feel after all those years?
I wouldn't change a thing. I'd still do the same thing, Mike. Bit by bit, you get known, go out, do the gigs, live away. Who wants to be a star? All the stars are in the sky. I keep telling all the boys, all the stars are in the sky. You know, just live away, play a bit of music, enjoy yourself. You must enjoy it. I enjoy every night of all the years I've been on the road. Every night.
And plans for the future?
Keep going. Keep doing what I'm doing. Next year, the year after, when will I retire? Never. How can I retire? I got a gift. God gave me a gift, so I must use it.
Right.
So I don't have his telephone number to ring up and say, listen, I'm finished with that accordion now, I must give it back to you.
Towards the end of the night, you always have a joke, and you tell it many a time about Daniel and Donegal.
Our good friend Daniel is
That's right.
Daniel is a legend. But he's always telling stories about, you remember when they were all dropping in for tea, especially, God be good to his mammy, she used to make tea for him as well, I think. And the tea was a very important part of going to Daniel O'Donnell's house and having tea. And I was looking at this and I was saying to myself, wonder could I get a run out of that now? So I decided I'd say to them, ladies and gentlemen, you'll be listening to Sam O'Doherty from the little village of Bansha down at the foot of the Galtee Mountains. And if you're ever passing down by the Galtee Mountains and passing my little village of Bansha, don't bother your arse stopping. Rather than come in for the tea. Don't bother your arse stopping. Keep going. There's no tea in my hole.
Sam, it's been absolutely lovely speaking to you today in Bansha, in the County Tipperary. Thank you very, very much indeed for having me in. And you did mention a song earlier on, and we'd love if you'd give us a verse or two of the Galtee Mountain Boy.
I'm your man.
Thanks a million.
traitors and sentenced for to die. Farewell to Prairie, said the guilty mountain boy. I'll bid farewell to old Clonmel that I never more will see, and to the guilty mountains that oft time sheltered me, to the men who fought for liberty and died without a sigh. May their cause be ne'er forgotten, said the guilty mountain boy. Farewell, Tipperary, said the guilty mountain boy. Say good night, Sam.
Good night, Sam.